Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Jonathan here and we're picking up right where we left off from the last video. We got our coin system starting to work, so when we break bricks, coins fall, and when we pick them up, it adds a value and it makes a sound, so that is really cool. We can delete this coin that's sitting here in the middle of our scene. We don't need that one anymore. The coins properly spawn when bricks break. And so let's get right into it. Number one, I noticed I forgot to do something here in the last video. We declared this int coin value with a random.range, and then we did absolutely nothing with it. So let's take care of that right off the bat. And all we want to do here is we want to take our actual coin value, which was declared up here at the top, coin count, and we just want to say coin count plus equals coin value. And that's basically just taking our starting initial value, and every time we collect a coin, it collectively adds that value to it. And we're not going to really need this print statement, but I'm just going to move it here so we can see our total values if we want to in the console. But we will display that on the screen anyway. The other thing I'm going to do, just to make it a little more flexible, is I'm going to change these minimum numbers, or these numbers here, the random.range, to variables. And we're going to call this min coin value and max coin value. And then up here at the very top, we are going to declare these as public integers. So public int min coin value, and give that a default value of 10, and then public int max coin value, and give that a value of 20. And the only reason we're doing this is so if we want to change those values later, we can basically go ahead and do that without needing to go into our script. Why is it saying there's an error? Probably because I spelled something wrong. I tend to do that a lot. Yes. Small m. Max coin value. There we go. Small m. Okay, so no more errors there. And that was attached onto, what was it? Our paddle script, I believe. So over here in the paddle script, min coin value, max coin value, we can just up those or down those from over here, but I'm going to leave them as is. That's just for convenience. Okay, cool. Next, we actually need to start doing something with these coin values. And for that, we are going to have to open up our gameplay controller script. So go ahead and get that open now. At the very top of this gameplay controller, we're going to start by declaring a few variables. And this might seem a little wonky, but just go with it. So we're going to do a few public statics. And so first one is a public static integer coins for level up. Another public static integer coin initial value. And we are going to have to we're going to make this one a private with a serialized field. Private int coin, whoop. Let's try that again. Private int coin interval for level up, and give this a default value of 50 just for playtesting purposes. Okay, and one more here. I'm gonna explain what all this is in a second, but for now just go with it. The same thing we did here with this first level loaded stuff, we're gonna do the same thing here. So go ahead and copy that over from one of the other scripts where we're using that, paste that in here, and we're going to take that same thing from the start method, this if statement, if first level loaded, and we're going to paste that in the start method here in this gameplay controller script too. But I'm not going to change this stuff yet until I explain what the heck I actually did. But just before I forget, go to lose collider and finalize this. Say gameplay controller dot first level loaded equals true. Okay, so here's why we're adding these various public static integers because we have to take care of a few discrepancies. So when we load a new level, we don't want the values of the coin to redeclare itself to 0. And the other problem is we don't want, we want the game to automatically take care of changing how many coins we need in order to gain an extra life. So in order to do that, we already know that we need to set an initial value for how many coins equals an extra life. Now 50 is way too low for the values I've given it, but just for playtesting purposes to show and test that it's working, I'm setting it to 50. But I would recommend using values of 10 and 20, between 10 and 20 for coins, maybe setting this to around 500. But it's just here for playtesting. Next, so this is where the user can declare, or the developer can declare, how many coins is needed for the level up. But we need to save that amount in a variable that's not going to change. Because otherwise, after we gain our first level at 50, we want the next level up to be at 100, then the next level up to be at 150, and so forth. But if we load a new level, then this is going to basically redeclare itself to 50, which is not going to work because we're already above 50 lives. So that's why we need to store this initial value in this coin initial values variable that is not going to change. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we don't need this coin count in the start statement, but we are going to say coins for level up equals coin interval for level up. That's the value that we're allowing the user to set, semicolon, and again we're going to say coin initial value equals coin interval for level up. And we can just add a print statement here to show that everything's working and say coins needed for level up is coins for level up. Okay, cool. And if we playtest this, we can open up the console, run it, and it says coins needed for level up is 50. Okay, perfect, because that's what we set it to. So we know that when we get 50 coins, actually right now nothing's going to happen because we haven't handled that part yet. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we already have this public void over here that says count lives. We're going to create another one right under that that says public void count coins. And we're going to take in an integer int num coins. And again, if you don't understand what this passing stuff is all about here with these variables, don't worry about it too much, but as I said, I have made a video that explains this, so please, I'll link it. Go watch that video. Hopefully that'll give you an understanding of what the heck this is all about. Okay, now we are going to start with an if statement and say if the number of coins is greater or equal to then the coins, coins for, we want to say coins for level up. Did I declare that though? Public static int coins for level up. Yes, why is that not showing up automatically? Coins for level up. Okay, it is showing up. It just wasn't auto-filling for some reason. I'm scared it's going to give me an error. Nope, no error. Okay, it just wasn't auto-filling. I don't know why it wasn't auto-filling. Now we are going to have to go to select our lose collider dot number of lives and basically give ourselves an extra life. Congratulations, you have got an extra life now. Now we are going to need to say our coins needed for level up, and there we go, it is auto completing now, plus equals the coin initial value. So basically what we're doing here, the first time we're saying if this number of coins is greater than 50, give ourselves an extra life. But the next time we want it to be 100. So we're taking this variable and saying the coins needed for level up is plus equal to the coin initial value, which is 50. So this now becomes 100. 100 is here, and then the next time it's going to add an additional 50, and that's going to be 150, and we just created a loop that automatically updates and does its job. And we could test that with a print statement, but I'm feeling pretty confident that this is going to work properly. So I'm just going to let that happen on its own for now. Next, we actually need to change our coin text. So we're going to say coin count. That's our coin count. That's our text field, rather. Coin count.text equals coins plus number of coins. Nice and simple. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is go back into our paddle script over here, and we don't need this print statement anymore under the onTrigger enter 2D, but what we can say is gameplay controller dot instance dot count coins, and then what we need to do is we need to pass it our coin count, and we're just going to go ahead and call that into our gameplay controller script. So this is going to basically activate this method over here, our count coins method, and we can pretty much go ahead and test that out to see if it's going to work. Let's see what happens as I catch coins. And look at that, our coin value on the upper right corner is going up. So that is looking pretty good. Next though, what we need to also do is we need to go under here and we need to actually tell our life counter to go up as well. So we want to call that, sorry, not count coins, count lives, and we need to pass it a variable to increase. So we're going to select the lose collider dot number of lives, and that should increase our life score whenever we get an extra life. And I also want to do one more thing here. I want to give this a public audio clip, so we play a sound effect whenever we get an extra life, and it becomes really nice and obvious. So public audio clip, level up the sound, save that, and we will attach that to our gameplay controller prefab. Gameplay controller, sounds. I'm going to attach this hard impact alarm up here. You know what, we're just going to go over here and increase this. We're going to say here, audio source dot play clip at point is level up sound transform dot position and a volume of 1F. Let's go test that out. Get up to 50 coins, or value of 50. So that's not the sound I wanted. However, you can see it does work. My life count goes up. I get 100, it goes up again. If I get 150, it will go up again. I did add the wrong sound though. That's not the sound I want, but that's okay. I'll take care of that after. So that works pretty well, and we're almost done here. The only thing is, watch. I'm gonna fast forward through this, but watch what happens if I finish the first level and start the second one. Okay, so watch what happens here as I finish off this level. I start the next level and everything resets back to 3 and 0. But it doesn't really, it's just the text is resetting. As soon as I lose a life or pick up a coin, actually it goes back to what it should be. But that's not the behavior we want, obviously. And the reason this is happening is because we haven't declared its initial values. So we can quite easily do that here in the start method, simply by typing count lives, then passing through the lose collider dot number of lives, and doing the same thing for count coins, paddle dot number of coins. Was that it? Sorry, coin count. Coin count. I should have given them more similar names for consistency, but oh well, let bygones be bygones. And that should fix that up. And it's working perfectly now, right? Right? So close. Almost it is. But I'm going to lose on purpose here because I want you to see one more issue that's going to come up as I restart the game. It gives me the incorrect number of lives and coins. Again, I actually do have the correct number. Text is just not updating properly over here. And that kind of has to do with script execution order. So if we go over to our edit and project settings and go to script execution order here, this might be in a slightly different place on the Mac, I'm honestly not sure. We can tell our scripts to execute in a certain order, and what we basically want is for the gameplay controller script to execute last, because that's taking care of initializing our text values. So we're just going to select other scripts we've been using, like the brick, the lose collider, and the paddle. Anything else? Did we use ball? I forget if we used ball, but we're just making sure that we have the gameplay controller in last. And then if we, oops, what happened there? And, okay, so we have some coins, we have some extra lives, lose that all, start over, and now we're starting properly because the gameplay controller is initializing last. So at this point, I'm pretty happy that it is working properly. I would go ahead, I would change that value required for the 1-up to be more than 50. I would change it to something like 500. But for all intents and purposes, we have a multiple life system. We have a working collectible coin system. The game is looking pretty good right about now. So that's it for here. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we'll start making our purple block that can do some pretty cool things. See you next time.